welcome back. Yeah, I hope you had a good holiday break. And so I went to the after Christmas sales, and I got this. Woo! It's another inflatable new bulb. Yeah, very Christmassy-ish, like an elf. And yeah, so this is me. This is me in the store. This is me in a store and I'm singing. Yeah, Buddy the Elf. I also got icicle lights and I got 75% off. You should go and see if there's anything left. Walmart. So 75% off. I got some LED icicle lights. They were 18 bucks and I got them for 4. So watch out, the bargains are still there. Go down there and see. I went a week later and they were still there. Let's see here. So we are working on right now, 6.1 is what we're working on. And so just kind of a review unit, but maybe some new stuff in there for you. And so this is to do with square roots and radicals. And so in our lesson, we learned some different properties. And so those different properties that we use, this is page 85 in our book, in our notebook there. And so we learned there's some different properties there. And so we learned that if you have like the 6th root, for example, then that can be written as x to the 1/6. So there's like an invisible 1 that goes right here, and that goes here in the fraction. And then the 6, which is the root part, right? The root part, so that goes in the bottom. And so the 6th root can be written as x to the 1/6 power. And it can be written the other way. Why is that important? Why do we even need to know that? Because there was an example during class where we had the square root of x times the cube root of x. And so if you write those as fractions, as exponent fractions, you can actually times those two radicals together. You have to get a common denominator. So x to the 1/2, the square root is x to the 1/2. The 3rd root is x to the 1/3. And then if you have the same base, you can just add the powers. And so we get x to the 1/2 plus 1/3. And then if you multiply by each other to the top and bottom, then you get 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6, which is our answer. Woo! Nice. And so, yep, so we learned some different properties, how to rewrite things. So the 2 goes here, and the 3rd root goes there. So being able to write them back and forth is a key thing that you need to know for assignment 6.1, right? Here's some more properties to remember. So if you have the same base, then you can add the powers, just add the powers. Or if you have the same base and you're doing a fraction, you're doing division, then you can. So then division leads to subtraction, and multiplication leads to addition. Nice. And if you have an exponent to an exponent, then you multiply the powers. Exponent to an exponent. So x to the 4th all squared is the same as 4 times 2, which is 8. Right? 4 times 2, which is 8. So just some properties that we learned. Anything to the 0 power equals 1. Anything to the 0 power equals 1. 0 to the 0 power is undefined. If you have a negative exponent, then you can write it in the bottom as a positive exponent. For example, x to the, or even, you could even do like, I don't know, 5 to the negative 2 can be written as 1 over 5 to the positive 2. Right? And so that's 1 over 25. And so just that kind of thing. So all these properties of exponents are going to help you in 6.1. And so in 6.1, we did number 1 and we got 100. And number 3 was crazy. We got t is equal to g times 3 plus n minus s all over 3. Okay, let's look at number 5. So we got to do the cube root. Remember how to do the cube root? This is kind of a review, isn't it? So the cube root, they want us to simplify the following radicals. So 27 breaks down into, breaks down into 9. times -3. But then really, 9 can be broken down into -3 times -3 times -3. Whoa! Because negative times negative is a positive, and then times negative is negative. Yeah, so 27 has triplets. Woo! Has triplets. And so you need triplets when you're doing the third root. And so you can go ahead and take all 3 of those, and then one of them comes out. Just one. So just one -3 comes out. Yeah. So just one comes out. So then we get -3. We still have the cube root of x to the 4th power, which there's 4 of them. And then how many y's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so remember we want triplets to bit 1 to come out. We want triplets. And so we have 3 x's. So one of those can come out. So that'll be -3 times x. And then we have 1, 2, 3 pairs of triplets for y's. And so that's going to be one of them comes out, one of them comes out, and one of them comes out. So that's going to be coming out there. So that's -3x to the y to the 3rd power times the cube root of anything, the cube root of anything that's left inside that couldn't come out. And that is the x. We have an x there that came out, or didn't come out, so it's still under the cube root. So that's how we do it. So give number 4 a try, give number 6 a try. Number 7 is also triplets again. Just break it down as much as possible. We got 1 3 there, and we got 2 3s here. Yeah, triplets. And then we have 2 x's there, as well as 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now remember, we want triplets. So because it's 3rd root, we want triplets. Or groups of 3, right? Groups of 3. So there's one, there's another one, and there's another one. So one of the 3 that goes away, one of the 3 comes out. And then we have another one and another one, so that's 2 more. There we go. So this group comes out there. This group comes out there. And we still have one left. We still have one left. So our final answer there is 3x squared times the cube root of x. Yes, that's how we do that. So don't forget that square root is just pairs, right? Just pairs is what you're looking for. And so that could break down into 2, and 8 breaks down into 4 times 2, which breaks down into 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And so we're looking for pairs for this one. Pairs. And then we have x to the 3rd and x. So those come down to be 1, 2, 3 of them. And then this one over here is there. And so they're all being square rooted. And we have a pair of 2's that comes out. And then a pair of x's, which is x times x. And so we end up with 4x squared. Wee-oo. 4x squared. So I think you get the idea, right? I think you get the idea there. So go and try those ones. Pause me. I forgot to say pause me. Pause me and try the next one on your own. Remember, pause me. Try the next ones on your own and see how you did. So pause me, try it on your own, push play, and then see how you did and learn from any mistakes that you might have made. Learn from any mistakes. Yeah, it's all about the learning, Mr. Newbold. Whoa, that was weird, but kind of funny at the same time. Okay, let me see here. So we're still doing good at 10 minutes. Beautiful. Okay, so then we're looking for, let's see here, so number 9. So simplify, don't leave answers with exponents that are 0 or negative. Assume all variables are positive. Okay, so let's see here. So we have -8 to the 2/3 power. Can you rewrite that? Can you rewrite that and then simplify it if possible? So it goes like this. So we have -8. We have the cube root. Remember, try it on your own first. And so that 2 is a power. And so that's going to go right here. We're going to put that sucker in parentheses. Good. And then we also have the 3, the 2/3. And so the 3 is actually the root. Yeah, so the bottom number is the root, and the top number is the power. And that's how these fractions work. Okay, beautiful. Well, let's see. So -8 is -8 times -8. That's what squared means. And so that's going to be a positive 64. And now we're doing the 3rd root of positive 64. And so that breaks down into the 3rd root of, let's see, so 8 times 8 is 64. That breaks down into 4 times 2 times 2 times 4. And then the 2 and the 2, that becomes a 4. So we have triplets. We have triplets. And so the cube root of 64 is just a 4 as our answer. So number 9, the answer is just 4. The answer is just 4. Woo! All right, come over, email me if you need me to be flexed in so I can help you on your homework. You hear that bell? That's time for flex. So email me so I can flex you over and help you some more in math. Email me. Okay, so that's number 9. The answer is 4. Number 11. So again, we got negative power. Whoa, what does the negative mean? Well, any whole number can be written over the number 1. And so the negative means to move it to the bottom and make it positive. So we still have an invisible 1 there. So that invisible 1 is still there. But what happens is that you have 27 to the -2/3. And we're going to take that and bring it down. And it's going to become 27 to the positive 2/3. It's going to be positive 2/3. And so that goes away. And then 1 times that is that. So we're left with 1 over 27 to the 2/3. And now we're going to rewrite that still as a cube root. So we have 27 squared. That's what the 2 is. And then we have the cube root. Okay, can that simplify more maybe? Let's see if that can simplify more. Can that simplify more? Well, let's see. So 27 squared means there's 2 of them. So that can break down into the cube root of 27. And we could break that down smaller if we have to. But I think we can actually do the cube root of 27. I think it's 3 times 3 times 3. So let's take a look and see while we're doing that. Don't forget 13. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so cube root of 27. So you can go math. And you can actually go to option 4. Math button, option 4. And so you can do the cube root of positive 27. And that gives us 3. Nice. And so again, the reason why is because it breaks down into 3 times 3 times 3, which is triplets. So 1 comes out. Cube root of 27 is also 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. The answer is 9. And so the answer is 9. So if you don't believe me, maybe we could check with our calculator on this one because there's no x's in there. Let's see. So let's say I wanted to double check and see here. So what I'm going to do is give that a try. So I'm going to go, the original was 27 to the -2/3. And so that's 0.11111. Oh, why is that? Oh, because we forgot that there was an original 1 on the top to also bring down. And so we get 1 over 9. And so the answer is not 9, it's 1/9. Good thing we double checked with our calculator. Good thing we double checked. And so our answer is 1/9. Let's double check it. 1 divided by 9. Yep, that's it. 1/9 is our answer. Woo! That's it. So number 13, we have 2/3 again. Don't forget that's -8 to the first power. And so we're going to distribute it, distribute it, distribute it. Right? So whenever you have an exponent to an exponent, exponent to an exponent, so exponent to an exponent, we multiply, we distribute the powers, right? We distribute the powers. Cool. So that means we're going to go ahead and distribute now. And so that's going to be -8 to the 2/3 power. We have x times, because basically that's 1 times that. This one is a 6 times the 2/3. And this one is y to the -9 times the 2/3. Thanks for making it for Flex, you guys. Thanks for making it. Give me 2 seconds. Just making a video. Okay, so last but not least, we have -8. 1 times 2/3 is 2/3. Good. And then we've got times x, so 6 times 2 is 12. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. And then y to the, that's -9/1. So -9 times 2 is -18. Divided by 1 times 3 is 3. So that's -6. Cool. So now let's see here. That's it's all over 1. And so that one's going to come down and be positive. So we have -8 2/3 x to the 4 power divided by y to the 6 power, because the y to the -6 goes on the bottom. Cool. So then it becomes a positive. Y to the +6. Okay, last but not least, we have negative. We have the cube root of 8 squared times x to the 4th power all over y to the 6. And then that can reduce, because 8 times 8 is 64. Right? Oh, wait a sec. Is that negative? I think that's negative in the front, which means that it's actually going to be negative inside. Yeah. It's going to be negative inside. But -8 squared is still positive 64. So we have the cube root of 64 times x to the 4th over y to the 6. And the cube root of 64 is 4. So we get 4x to the 4th power over y to the 6. That's our final answer. Woo! Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good break. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.